How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Ready?
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play.
А я
Strikes
немного...
back with the drive impact.
Почему?
Spends a little drive gauge here to big trouble here. The stun is gonna leave them defenseless. Damage? A reset? They really need to think about their next move. Player one is just about out of drive after that. Finding it tricky to manage their drive. Throws them to negate the block. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Life lead opens up. Knockdown. The kick hit! Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump in to start the round. Long low attack hits. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Player
Что-то
one
боебизм
holding on to
получил.
that corner advantage. Going in, scrapping it out up close. They may be planning to spend their drive gauge here. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative.
Да, блядь,
Keeps
Рэй.
going. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Excellent block. And whip. They're wide open. Are we going to see him come to flatline zone? We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Open, clutch, anti-air. Medium kick. Back into the corner. One set of... Full S8 brushes that off and keeps going.
Просто, блядь, на
Peppers them with the lightning kick. Combo finds the target. Player two can't use drive anymore. Fights back with authority. Hits that with confidence. Both turning it right up with a super. Just smothering them with blows to rain on their parade. This kind of violence is a beautiful thing. Reacts with a solid
АДП будет подниматься.
Nails it. The finishing blows make
Ай,
blue.
блядь.
Player one really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. And eats it. Gets the combo. The quarter makes down to
That-
the wire. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish corner, but it's still good. Takes the chance to hurt him. The throw misses. And the throw ends the round. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Gets the jump in. Everything up until now. Ooh, hits him with a stopping block. Solid combo. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Hits back with the drive attack on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Both fighters snaps back and hits hard with the tense inning. Player one drops him to half, closing the gap. Knockdown and this is gonna be bad news. Player two
Да где, блядь, он?
finds the target. Player two has the super gauge advantage. Dump is a good spot. Use the super. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Player two drops him to half, closing the gap.
Да, блядь, раньше ты такой ты.
Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player one has them legit shook in the corner. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Throws him down. What is he thinking here? Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Taking stock. Wraps it up with a drive impact. Player 1 on the board first with the win.
Долбоёбская игра
They'll want to keep the pressure on. Did well to get the buff in. Saihasho? Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their drive game. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Big opportunity now in this corner. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. A quick breather. Clean!
Да я даже...
Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Player 1 has a full drive impact squashed. Stuck in the corner, but not going down without a... Player 1
Сука.
is in deep to get that drive in. Opt for the critical art. This is going to hit for a critical art. You gotta imagine that this is not only their regular life bar, but also their nerves. Player 2, what a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Watch while they're blinking. Flush that off and keep going. The Kaisen Danka Danku connect. They're gonna score huge damage off this. Make smart use of the gauge. Good, super. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that space, knocks them out of the air. Denied. He's flatline zone. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. Puts one in the pocket. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? What are they thinking here? Stands firm and blocks the drive
Да,
impact.
блядь.
Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Lots of aggression from both sides. Absorbs the attack and fires back. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Got their eye on the air. Life lead opens up. Player 1 chases them down. Very solid corner switch. Player 2 is maintaining the corner, won't play their game. Says no with the overdrive 10 settings. Player 1, KO! Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. That's a counter. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. They exchange blows. Snaps back and hits hard with a 10 setting. Still slugging it out at this range. Going in.
Да, блядь.
Nice counter. Sends a clear message with that counter. Very slick with the combo. Knockdown and the low kick hits. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Excellent block. Finds the target. Our fighters are at us. Oh my God! They just
Сука.
what a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Да, блядь.
Coming
Я
in
случайно нажал.
knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Throws them.
Да,
Player 1 with a
можно
slight lead.
нажать.
Risky play, but it pays off. Player 1 with the win connects with the 10 setting. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge to spare. Throws that off. A real test of nerves here. Nails it. Drives in fact misses. Are you kidding me? Player 1 comes away with the win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Sets up with the jump in. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. The Fuha's there to give them even better returns on their investment. The Fuha's stocked to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Neither of them willing to back off. All right, what's coming up next? Big counter. Knockdown and there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 1 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out?
Round 2. Fight.
Thumbs up. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Saihasho to start something? Did well to get the buff in there. The Fuha stalked to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Takes a trip. Takes the chance to hurt him. Hits him with a stop and pop. Whip digs in deep to get that driving. Going in? Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Experiencing burnout. Finds the target. Got him up against the wall and the stun is there. Both sides getting ready. Wraps it up with a throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Fight.
Starts things off with a jump in. Jumps up. Still plenty of time left. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player 1 with the rhythm wrecks them. The impact counter. Ooh, that's so sick. Plenty of health, full gauges, let's go. They've got about half life left. Taking chunks out of each other here. Will this super art do anything? Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Does not leave anything to chance with that super finish. Player 2 showed they are truly the best of the best. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Sets up with the jump in. From low heavy to won't play their game. Says no with the overdrive Tengen. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? They trade. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Taking stock. In a dire situation. They can't afford any mistakes. The drive finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Gets a risky buff in. The Fuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. A quick breather. Risky up-close scrap still going. The Porter makes it hard. Oh! But the punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. They're trading attacks. Pops while they're blinking. Oh, combo! Let's go! Super art. Nice, what a finish!
Enjoy the trip!
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Player 2 flipping the script with that turnaround. Crowns them from above. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player 2 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Connects with the throw. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that space. Getting up, burns out. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe.
Блять.
Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Школа.
Ready? Then show me. Time to play.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. The low kick connects. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Opts for the throw. Big low reaching heavy. Oh, whiffs the throw. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Anything could happen here. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. got their eye on the air. Takes a trip. Sends a bar on up to KO.
Как депевлять не завидела.
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Can they keep on him? Anthony decides to buff up while they can. Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Looking for a chance. Goes for the jump in.
Кто-то сказал, что геймеры, и он геймеры этого не знал.
Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Backs them into the connects with the throw. Not close enough for the throw. Drops them hard. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Correct them. Closing moments of the match. What? No! Critical art now? Just what they were after. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws him. What's next? Was well in range to score the throw. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Knockdown. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Now they get pushed into the corner. Or it's going to be very difficult to escape. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Knockdown. Strings it all together. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Throws a fireball. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Fight.
Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Jumps in. Still very early in the round. They're still feeling each other out. Gets in a Hazan. Uses the drive right. Risky up close scrap still going. Connects with medium kick. Peppers them with the lightning kick. Going in. The low. A real test of nerves here. Can they close this round without relying on drive? Quick medium poke. What are they gonna do? Jumps. Hits the drive. Medium kick, more fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Player 2 just put themselves on equal footing with that super. Nobody blinked. Lots of aggression from both sides. No good up high. Player 1 with the life lead. Time to sit on the lead. Can they exploit this advantage? The counter is blocked. The low heavy hits. Did well to get the buff in there. Throws out a projectile. Okay, creating some space here. Life lead opens up. Slight miscalculation on the air throw spacing. Drop tap to close it. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Jumps in. Jumps. Jumps up. Okay, they trade hits. Still scrapping for control of the space. What'll happen here? Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here.
А Dragon Punch будет нажиматься? Нет.
Smart play to stop the
С
opponent.
третьего раза нахуй.
Player 1 to low
С
heavy
третьего
connection.
раза, блядь, нажалось.
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. We are about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top?
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Puts one in the pocket. Difficult situation for a throw. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Life lead opens up. Somehow gets him. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
I guess they both like jumping. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Jumps. Can't tech the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. Breaks those shins. Scrapping it out up close. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Ooh, what a smart throw! Drives it back, misses! Gets the throw and continues on the offensive. Side switch in the corner. Oh my god, they just choked it up! They gotta dig down deep here. Both sides getting ready. What are they gonna do? Ugh, stuff them. Seize the what a finish!
Джек.
Player 2 comes away with the win. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Decides to puff up while they can. Big counter. The Fuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Trips them up. Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. They're still good. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Time's the only thing moving here. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Won't get some. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. They're still feeling each other out. Gets a risky buck in. Taking stock. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Goes air to air and takes their turn. A quick breather. Switches it up. What'll happen? Snaps back and hits hard with attention in. But there's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Can they close this round without relying on drop? Throws that off. Oh, here we go. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive bridge. Off for the offensive knockdown. Here comes how did they anticipate that jump in? Player 2 survived that tense mirror match. And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Nowhere to run.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this match will turn out. Can they exploit this advantage? Neither of them willing to back off. Great work finding the opening. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Player 1 is in burnout, drives off the table, decides to puff up while they can. Hits up the, just goes for it at this range. They're both out of drive gauge. Will they press on? In there! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? to start something? They were right to be on guard there. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Knockdown and brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 holding, experiencing burnout. A quick brief, just goes for it at this range. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Going in, Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. They are not getting close to each other. Side hustle! Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Both fighters are hurting. Now they can use drive. What a finish! Player 2 survived that tense mirror match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Lots of aggression from both sides. There's a corner switch. What are they thinking here? Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Throws him. What's next? All right, what's coming up next? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Gets him. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Was looking for that jump attack. Digs in deep to get that drive impact.
Почему?
With the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Escapes with the reverse punch super art. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Triggers the feng shui engine. The real Juri's coming out to play. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Yo, put that away. Scrapping it out up close. Amazing! Player 2 can't use any drive moves. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Buffs while they're blinking. Lays down a side hustle. Connects with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Gets them with a Euro step. Player 1 runs that off. These guys are not giving each other any time to breathe. Okay, here we go. Jump! Solid anti-air. Player 1 with the rhythm. They're just gonna go for it with the super. Player 1 can't use it. It's over. Player 2 comes away with the win. This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight.
Time to play.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. Lots of aggression from both sides. Just out of range for that throw. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Throws him. What's next? Takes a trip. This is a real back and forth match for
Да я, блядь,
They definitely know what the other is capable of. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. The Fuha stock to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Both players with no drive in the tank. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Knockdown. Both sides are gonna have to fight without drive. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Player one, they're going for the super art. Player two, holding on to that corner advantage. A critical, just goes for it at this range. That's not gonna hit. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player one with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out?
Round 2. Fight.
Can they keep on? This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side flip.
Блять.
Pushes that off and keeps going. Player down to the wire. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Player one in dive on super art. Learns a bar to unleash the storm. Sakai Fuhasan. But just goes for it at this range. That's not gonna hit. Quick breather. This mate connects with the throw. Anticipated that throw. Noticeable life lead. Burnout activates. Oh man, it wraps it up with a throw. Player one is a force to be reckoned with. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Buffs up. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first.
Сан.
The Fuha stock to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. All right.
Let's go!
Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Turns it up a notch and sends them to did this super art connect? Blows them. What's next? They're barely hanging in there. Can they hold out any longer? Life lead opens up. Gets them. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Did well to get the buff in there. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Very slick with the combo. Go, Satsupaido crushes that off and keeps going. Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Lots of Fuha banked and plenty of avenues to race through. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Still experiencing burnout.
Серьезно?
Oh, they're in the corner now. No, there's the pick. What a finish! Player two survived that tense mirror match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Strings it all together. What's going to follow the combo? Backs them into the corner. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Takes a trip. Player two needs to use what little drive they have left
Серьезно,
effectively.
блядь.
Burnout is triggered. Still slugging it out at this range. Oh, whiffs the throw. All right, what's coming up next? Adds a little super juice into this combo for KO. Player one with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out?
Round 2. Fight.
Now, can they finish the job? Are we going to see some fireworks here? They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player one is in burnout, experiencing burnout. Gotta be careful, they're going for the super art. Sakai Fuhasan! A quick breather. The Shinji-sen! Player one is in a very good throw zone. How long can this offensive assault continue? Closes it out! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Loads up a buff? jumps. Throw miss. Both fighters look. That throw is gonna take off a chunk of damage.
Да блять,
Hits them with the
сука.
counter throw.
Да блять, можно ты поёбаный, сука.
To be. Connects with the tensor. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. Oh, they switch sides. Oh, stop. Oh, what a cherry on top. These are time for pleasure, time for pain. As far as Juri's concerned, they're kind of the same. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Escapes the corner. Player 2, good decision with that throw. Oh my God, lost super. Party time. Catches him. I called it. I called it.
Нельзя прыгнуть, сука, из этого ебанства.
Turnaround super. Move tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Kick round. What a basic. Giving him food for thought.
Просто, блять.
Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.